dogs and like being the level of Jeremy Clarkson, you got like some special attention to it. It's gonna be dangerous as soon as like, it gets a bit warmer. I can see myself sleeping in like the outside bit, in the garden bit. So
the Express Tavern, where 200 years of history meets a passion for great beer, food and wine. A Camera award-winning pub, proudly standing on the north bank of Kew Bridge.
A walking work of art. Vintage, beyond valuation, beyond forgery or imitation.
Today, it's a go-to spot for craft beer lovers, matchday fans and anyone looking for a proper British pub experience. With an unbeatable lineup of real ales, hearty pub classics and even a legendary pub dog, this place has a story to tell. Whether you're soaking up the atmosphere in the spectacular outdoor space or getting cosy indoors, there's something for everyone. The garden is a must-see, offering a tranquil escape, perfect for enjoying a pint. Run by Dick Morgan of the Morgan Pub Collective, the Express Tavern is open 11am to 11pm Sunday to Thursday and 11am to midnight on Fridays and Saturdays. And with plenty happening throughout the week, there's always a reason to visit, whether it's buy one get one free pizzas on Monday, wine Tuesdays, steak Wednesdays or Thursdays. But what really makes the Express Tavern stand out? We sent our very own pub reviewer Francesco to find out. Cool. Listen, I think I'm right in saying you're an Italian.
I am, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a half Italian, so I just picked it up. But I suppose I have to come to the most important part of the visit, which is probably the food. Tell me a little bit. I know it can be difficult for
yeah.
you know.
I always get quite critical of the food, the options and everything that's served. But I have to say, like, the pub's got so many options, and then it's always nice. Like, I love the steak Thursdays. They just revamped all the menu. They did an amazing job. The Sunday roast is great, and they serve this like monster Yorkshire pudding, which is amazing. They got so many options. I leave the Monday pizzas for for another day, but it's fine. And then that day when I went to visit, I had a kebab feast for the first time, and it was like an option of skewers. So I had like tandoori chicken skewer, I had lamb skewer and halloumi, and the classic skewer. And I was quite impressed with like all the chicken skewer. Like the marinade was great, the lamb skewer was full of flavor, all the sauces, everything. It was really nice. Like the good balance between like charcoal, a bit charred, and then still you appreciate all the flavors of the meat. So it was a really great choice.
Fantastic. Okay, and your rating for the food?
I'll give it an 8.
You give it an 8. Okay, very cool. That's good. That's very good. I think I'm right in saying the pub has different aspects to it. I think the main pub is quite a traditional feel in there. It's not. I mean, a lot of pubs are traditional, but this particular pub feels like a real step back in time. Is that right?
Yeah, it's definitely a time travel as you walk in. It's, I mean, the pub must be like, I think, if I'm not wrong, between 100 and 150 years old. And then as you walk in, you got this little tiny room on the right-hand side near the bar. Then you got 2 more rooms, and then the outside bit in the garden area. And every detail of the walls is so looked after. Then, especially first rooms as you walk in, there's so many frames, portraits, decoration is, but you can see it's not just left there. It's actually looked after. You got every table's got like a candlelit and a rose, a flower, something. So and it's not random. I always remember these candles on the left hand side. They're so melted that they could have been there since the pub opened. like
But
100 years ago. Yeah.
everything is there for a reason, really, isn't it?
Yeah. You got even like outside the toilet, you got these bits where you got actually the history of the pub, and then while you wait for to go to the loo, you can actually have a read, and then it's interesting, and then you see all the stuff that came through in the years, people that founded the pub, and yeah, it's actually you breathe history, and then it's a time travel as you're walking.
Tell me a little bit about your drinks. What did you order? How did that all go?
So as I was at the bar, I would normally go for an IPA. But
Okay.
I was intrigued like what they had to, because like the selection is extensive. Or just the casks, like there's so many. They got a good selection of ciders as well. So
Okay.
it's the journey every time. I always like intrigued to try something new, and I felt like something lighter to that day. And I wanted a lager, so the lady at the bar pointed out the most popular ones, the Moretti, the Corona, and but I was quite like, I want something I hadn't tried before, and then
Yeah.
as she realized that, she pointed me another at the Holdstone lager, which was actually new to me. And yeah, I took on board the advice, and I went to the cider. I also had a half pint of a cider, and I got a sea cider.
Okay.
This one, it was like a blood orange sea cider. I had tried sea ciders before. I tried like the honeycomb, but I tried like something like raspberry. They was like super nice, but I think I'd say that like blood orange now is my favorite sea cider,
Okay.
and it was quite a pleasant surprise.
Very nice. Yeah, nice flavour to it. And the Hawkstone Lager. So you'll probably be aware of all the media attention that beer's had in recent times.
I have to say, like all the pub, I mean, all the casks that the pub stocks is, they're always like something new, and with the award winning and some kind of awards and stuff. And the Oxen lager being the lager of Jeremy Clarkson, it got like special attention to it. But I have to say, aside from whoever makes it, the lager has a really nice deep flavor, which I didn't expect from a lager. That's why I normally go for an IPA to have like a
Yeah.
different kind of flavor to it. But it was like actually I was quite actually intrigued, because I was reading that it gets done same as like the wine, the grapes for the wine, so all the elements mature longer, and that's why they reach this deeper flavor. So yeah, it was quite a nice surprise to me, and then I was even shocked like to see that the pub would stock it as a cask. So yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, so for anyone that kind of wants to know a little bit about Hawkston, it's a 4.8% lager, the original one, the premium, kind of very rich, citrusy, multi flavour. I believe they're having a little bit of a rebrand at the moment with their actual badge, just to make that stand out a little bit more for the consumer, and they're going to have a nice handle on the lager as well, which is cool to hear that they're sort of developing the product a little bit. Tell me, what would you rate your drinks out of 10, Francesco?
I'd say for both, we go probably like from 8.5 to 9.
Yeah,
It was very solid choices, and obviously I appreciate the help from the pub as well. And this the cider, I don't usually go for a cider. The cider was a very pleasant surprise, and as I was trying, I thought, it was so much like deep in flavor, and I thought this would go really well in the spring and the summer. I just wanted more, and then I thought, it's gonna be dangerous as soon as like it gets a bit warmer. I can see myself sleeping in like the outside bit, in the garden bit. So it was a really, really nice cider as well, I have to say.
Well, if you know you're going to be in trouble in January, then you're definitely going to be in trouble in the spring and the summer. Fantastic. No, sounds really really nice. And is there any...
The stuff is always like welcoming, and they feel very cozy. It feels very cozy, regardless of the time you go. There's always like a vibe to it. There's always like, you can go like on a Sunday during match day, and obviously it's gonna be absolutely packed. You can go like early afternoon, and and there's always gonna be something going. And they got this the dog in the pub, which is it's the star of the pub. You got this old it's old Labrador, and you can see he's so much looked after. And he goes around the tables, he looks at you. He's like, he's an old man, and it's a nice to see this kind of like family vibe. I don't think like all the stuff are related, but they can definitely transmit their family environment, the work environment. So um, that's very nice.
Is it even a pub if there isn't a dog, right?
Yeah, I know. But trust me, he's a star because they even got their own casks. I realized, and then the lager is called Labrador Lager after the dog. So yeah, it is coming together. So
Love it, love it. Well, listen, Francesco. To wrap things up, overall, what would you have scored the Express Tavern based on your most recent visit?
I'll give a 9 because it's always like time travel to, as I said, to walking and to appreciate all the details on the walls and get lost with your eyes and try to spot new things every time you go. I'm not going to give a 10 yet because I always going to be
of
like,
course.
I'm always going to be surprised next time I go and then like more and more and more and more. But it's always a pleasant visit. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, look, thank you so much for joining us on the call today. It's been really interesting to hear about your experience at the pub. We know it's absolutely adored, that pub locally. But yes, really, really good to hear. Thank you so much. And to anyone else that enjoyed the video, please feel free to give us a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you wish to feature on the channel, then please just give us a message or a review, and we'll get you on. Thank you so much, Francesco, and we'll speak to you soon.